The AA program has launched several projects and initiatives especially tailored to the needs of the AA students. Among them are the AA Artworks Planner 2021, UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative, AA Seminar and Workshop Series on Podcasting, Digital Art Illustration, Website Creation, and Creative Writing, and the most awaited AA Digital Fiesta. The AA Artworks Planner features the artworks of the students under the AA program. The project aims to encourage more students to practice and engage in any form, medium, and style of art. This serves as the community education and public awareness initiative since it is intended to promote and rekindle the students' love for the arts and the humanities. Launched early this year, the planner is based on the concept by Dr. Merites M. Buot and layout and design by Ms. Krista Marie L. Fama. It is filled with artworks, short essays, and poems by the AA students. The UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative is an online-based project created by the UPOU AA students officers that aim to strengthen and encourage all UPOU undergraduate students to follow a healthier lifestyle through videos and engaging classes created by the student volunteers. Introduced on 27th of March 2021, the project features health and well-being activities such as the Zumba workout sessions led by Ms. Mervic DeMello. It also led to the creation of the UPOU Undergraduate Stay Fit Initiative YouTube channel, which features health and lifestyle videos created by the AA students. The AA Program Seminar and Workshop Series features online seminars and workshops on podcasting, digital art illustration, website creation, and creative writing on 24th of July, 31st of July, 14th of August, and the 28th of August 2021 via Zoom. The initiative is a response to one of the AA program's objectives, which is to help students develop skills and competencies in the study of the arts and humanities, as well as to encourage them to showcase their artworks and other artistic output. The AA program has launched several projects and initiatives especially tailored to the needs of the AA students. Among them are the AA Artworks Planner 2021, UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative, AA Seminar and Workshop Series on Podcasting, Digital Art Illustration, Website Creation, and Creative Writing, and the most awaited AA Digital Fiesta. The AA Artworks Planner features the artworks of the students under the AA program. The project aims to encourage more students to practice and engage in any form, medium, and style of art. This serves as the community education and public awareness initiative since it is intended to promote and rekindle the students' love for the arts and the humanities. Launched early this year, the planner is based on the concept by Dr. Merites M. Buot and layout and design by Ms. Krista Marie L. Fama. It is filled with artworks, short essays, and poems by the AA students. The UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative is an online-based project created by the UPOU AA students officers that aim to strengthen and encourage all UPOU undergraduate students to follow a healthier lifestyle through videos and engaging classes created by the student volunteers. Introduced on 27th of March 2021, the project features health and well-being activities such as the Zumba workout sessions led by Ms. Mervic DeMello. It also led to the creation of the UPOU Undergraduate Stay Fit Initiative YouTube channel, which features health and lifestyle videos created by the AA students. The AA Program Seminar and Workshop Series features online seminars and workshops on podcasting, digital art illustration, website creation, and creative writing on 24th of July, 31st of July, 14th of August, and the 28th of August 2021 via Zoom. The initiative is a response to one of the AA program's objectives, which is to help students develop skills and competencies in the study of the arts and humanities, as well as to encourage them to showcase their artworks and other artistic output. The AA program has launched several projects and initiatives especially tailored to the needs of the AA students. Among them are the AA Artworks Planner 2021, UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative, AA Seminar and Workshop Series on podcasting, digital art illustration, website creation, and creative writing, and the most awaited AA Digital Fiesta. The AA Artworks Planner features the artworks of the students under the AA program. The project aims to encourage more students to practice and engage in any form, medium, and style of art. This serves as the community education and public awareness initiative since it is intended to promote and rekindle the students' love for the arts and the humanities. Launched early this year, the planner is based on the concept by Dr. Merites M. Buot and layout and design by Ms. Krista Marie L. Fama. It is filled with artworks, short essays, and poems by the AA students. The UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative is an online-based project created by the UPOU AA students officers that aim to strengthen and encourage all UPOU undergraduate students to follow a healthier lifestyle through videos and engaging classes created by the student volunteers. Introduced on 27th of March 2021, the project features health and well-being activities such as the Zumba workout sessions led by Ms. Mervic DeMello. It also led to the creation of the UPOU Undergraduate Stay Fit Initiative YouTube channel, which features health and lifestyle videos created by the AA students. The AA Program Seminar and Workshop Series features online seminars and workshops on podcasting, digital art illustration, website creation, and creative writing on 24th of July, 31st of July, 14th of August, and the 28th of August 2021 via Zoom. The initiative is a response to one of the AA program's objectives, which is to help students develop skills and competencies in the study of the arts and humanities, as well as to encourage them to showcase their artworks and other artistic output. The AA program has launched several projects and initiatives especially tailored to the needs of the AA students. Among them are the AA Artworks Planner 2021, UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative, AA Seminar and Workshop Series on podcasting, digital art illustration, website creation, and creative writing, and the most awaited AA Digital Fiesta. The AA Artworks Planner features the artworks of the students under the AA program. The project aims to encourage more students to practice and engage in any form, medium, and style of art. This serves as the community education and public awareness initiative since it is intended to promote and rekindle the students' love for the arts and the humanities. Launched early this year, the planner is based on the concept by Dr. Merites M. Buot and layout and design by Ms. Krista Marie L. Fama. It is filled with artworks, short essays, and poems by the AA students. The UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative is an online-based project created by the UPOU AA students officers that aim to strengthen and encourage all UPOU undergraduate students to follow a healthier lifestyle through videos and engaging classes created by the student volunteers. Introduced on 27th of March 2021, the project features health and well-being activities such as the Zumba workout sessions led by Ms. Mervic DeMello. It also led to the creation of the UPOU Undergraduate Stay Fit Initiative YouTube channel, which features health and lifestyle videos created by the AA students. The AA Program Seminar and Workshop Series features online seminars and workshops on podcasting, digital art illustration, website creation, and creative writing on 24th of July, 31st of July, 14th of August, and the 28th of August 2021 via Zoom. The initiative is a response to one of the AA program's objectives, which is to help students develop skills and competencies in the study of the arts and humanities, as well as to encourage them to showcase their artworks and other artistic output. The AA program has launched several projects and initiatives especially tailored to the needs of the AA students. Among them are the AA Artworks Planner 2021, UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative, AA Seminar and Workshop Series on podcasting, digital art illustration, website creation, and creative writing, and the most awaited AA Digital Fiesta. The AA Artworks Planner features the artworks of the students under the AA program. The project aims to encourage more students to practice and engage in any form, medium, and style of art. This serves as the community education and public awareness initiative since it is intended to promote and rekindle the students' love for the arts and the humanities. Launched early this year, the planner is based on the concept by Dr. Merites M. Buot and layout and design by Ms. Krista Marie L. Fama. It is filled with artworks, short essays, and poems by the AA students. The UPOU AA Stay Fit Initiative is an online-based project created by the UPOU AA students officers that aim to strengthen and encourage all UPOU undergraduate students to follow a healthier lifestyle through videos and engaging classes created by the student volunteers. Introduced on 27th of March 2021, the project features health and well-being activities such as the Zumba workout sessions led by Ms. Mervic DeMello. It also led to the creation of the UPOU Undergraduate Stay Fit Initiative YouTube channel, which features health and lifestyle videos created by the AA students. The AA Program Seminar and Workshop Series features online seminars and workshops on podcasting, digital art illustration, website creation, and creative writing on 24th of July, 31st of July, 14th of August, and the 28th of August 2021 via Zoom. The initiative is a response to one of the AA program's objectives, which is to help students develop skills and competencies in the study of the arts and humanities, as well as to encourage them to showcase their artworks and other artistic output.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine National Anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
All right, thank you. Good day, everyone. Good day to everyone. I am Krista Fama, your host for today's event. Welcome to the AA Digital Humanities Forum 2021. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to a wonderful and productive afternoon with you all. To formally open the event, let us listen to the welcoming remarks of the incumbent AA Program Chair, Dr. Merites Buot.
Last September, we successfully had the Associated Arts Digital Humanities Fiesta. It was a celebration showcasing the artworks from our Associated Arts students. An unprecedented number of excited attendees participated in the two-day virtual occasion. Our event today, the AA Humanities Forum, aims to highlight the other side of the AA program, that is to hone skills in artistic inquiry, creativity, critical thinking, and scholarship, using the effective 21st century skills of collaboration and communication. The Humanities Forum will feature a research conversation, artistic performances, and a focus group discussion on how to enhance the Associated Arts program. It is my pleasure to open this event and welcome everyone.
Thank you very much, Dr. Buot, for your warm message to all of us. Now, to gain inspiration and motivation for today's event, let us listen to this message from the incumbent Dean of the Faculty of Education, Dr. Ricardo Bagarinao.
Good day, everyone. I hope everyone is in their good health condition, especially in this pandemic time. The pandemic has greatly challenged us in so many ways, including the gathering for an important purpose, such as this Digital Humanities Forum. But though we may not be able to meet face-to-face today, this important event, the very platform approach of this gathering is already reflective of the very essence of digital humanities. When I think about digital humanities, what comes to my mind are integration and collaboration between the digital world and our humanity, putting a human face on our digital environment. For example, from merely producing databases for text, artworks, and other materials, which were done these years, digital humanities has paved the way to use learning materials and artworks that can transform our ability to study them. So there is now the considerations of our ability to study these materials. And of course, this made possible with the recent advances in digital imaging. And I do believe that with more and more sophisticated technologies emerging recently, we would further enhance our socio-cultural processes for our teaching and learning transactions with digital humanities. I believe that with digital humanities, we can see many students learn by seeing more, experiencing more, and collaborating more. The rapid development of more digital resources and environments has provided a common platform that can facilitate project development, group sourcing of materials, and establishments of local, regional, and global partnerships. Anyways, you will have more about this in this forum, I suppose. No, I just want to say that I am happy to see that the Associate in Arts program, the Faculty of Education, headed by its very active and productive program chair, Dr. Mirites Buot, and together with its highly competent faculties in charge, has embarked on this activity, which I do believe, no, where the students can share their research outputs and excellent artistic performances. And maybe if this will be done in this forum, engage in highly productive conversations. I congratulate you all for organizing this event, which can be your contribution actually to the rapidly growing field of digital humanities. I would like to encourage you to make this event as a program's tradition, which can be passed on from your generation to the next, hoping to see more and more students' scholarly and creative works that are being shared during the event. May the program make this as a legacy not only for the future UPOU AA students, but also to all students and individuals, no, here and abroad who wanted to see the humanity in this highly digitizing world. Again, congratulations to all of you. I hope you would have great engagement in this forum today. God bless everyone.
Thank you very much, Dean Bagarinao, for your uplifting message. Indeed, we will make the most out of today's forum. Now, at this point, I would like to remind all of our participants to please accomplish the attendance sheet to input your names and email addresses, the link to which has already been sent via the Zoom chat box and is posted under the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. The names collected will be used in our random selections of winners of cash prizes all throughout the event, so please be sure to accomplish this right away. And also, we would like to say that do note that each participant can only win once to give more participants the chance for winning cash prizes. Now, after the success of the AA Digital Humanities Fiesta that was held last September 20 and 21, the AA program decided that it would be best to hold another event for the AA community. This time to showcase the students' research outputs from their courses as well as their skills in the performing arts, and to allow students to share their study plans for the overall improvement of the AA program. Now, are you excited? For the first part of today's forum, we will have the research conversation where four speakers will present their papers. We are truly honored to announce that our moderator will be Dr. Ronilo Jose Flores, who is currently the Associate Dean of the University of the Philippines Los Baños, or UPLB Graduate School, and faculty member of the Environmental Biology Division, Institute of Biological Sciences, College of Arts and Sciences, UPLB. Dr. Flores was also the faculty in charge of the General Education Core Science 11, Living Systems, Concepts, and Dynamics during the second trimester of academic year 2020 to 2021 as an affiliate faculty of the AA program under the Faculty of Education, University of the Philippines Open University, UPOU. Now, everyone, let us welcome Dr. Ronilo Jose Flores.
Thank you very much, Krista, for that wonderful introduction. We are all indeed very excited to listen and hear the presentations of our presenters this afternoon, and as well as the performances later on in our program. So this afternoon, we will be listening to four presenters who will be presenting their research. Afterwards, a live question and answer session will be held with our presenters, where all of your queries and questions will be addressed. So with no further ado, I think we need to move on to our first presenter for this afternoon. Our first presenter is none other than Miss Princess Ann Parinas, a second-year AA student who is a graduate of the Department of Education's Alternative Learning System. Now let's hear it for the presentation of Miss Parinas titled the lifeline of Con dance.
This short presentation is about the paper entitled The Lifeline of Condance. Condance is one of the classical dances of Thailand that symbolizes their vast cultural and artistic heritage, but it has been under threat because of the steadily decreasing practitioners of the dance. Government officials, educators, con dancers, and various stakeholders had been at the forefront of conservation. But it seems that the current strategy of conservation is not nearly enough to ensure that con will survive the turbulent times of the 21st century. This paper offers an alternative path for the conservation of condas through utilizing the creative economy and the culture industry. This paper has three main objectives. First is to understand the elements of condance and how it resonates with Thai and Southeast Asian identity. Number two is to revitalize and enrich the condance by utilizing the creative economy. And number three, ensure the lifeline of condance through its integration into the larger culture industry.
First, we'll be discussing con and its elements. Then, we'll move on to con and the creative economy. And lastly, we'll discuss con and the culture industry. For con and its elements, the body parts used are the head, torso, hands, legs, and arms. But there is an emphasis in the use of the hands because con as a dance focuses mainly on hand gestures to be able to illustrate what the dance is all about. Its action component makes use of leaping, walking, stretching, bending, running, rolling, and twirling, but it is also greatly defined by various gentle hand gestures. Next is space. Con is typically performed in large and high environments with dancers typically moving back and forth into various directions. Time. Con's time is mostly structured rhythm to illustrate the story behind the dance. And lastly, the energy that con exudes is that of graceful and elegant and with a royal vibrance. Moving on, we shall discuss con as it relates to the creative economy. This paper suggests how con could be revitalized and enriched through the creative economy. The creative economy is defined as the zone where artistic endeavors such as singing, dancing, painting, and many more converge with the business industry to produce cultural and artistic commodities. The creative economy is a community that produces products and services derived from the arts, and it is envisioned to be one of Southeast Asia's biggest economic sectors by the year 2030, according to Lim of Business Mirror. In the Philippines alone, it has been estimated that the creative economy has an economic value of 625 billion that accounts for 6.25% to 7% of the country's total gross domestic product. Meanwhile, in the entire Southeast Asian region, the creative economy is being pushed by the leaders of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations as the new economic frontier of the region. The trends above suggest a stable and steadfast future ahead for the arts that are sheltered and circulated under the creative economy, and therefore it is important to utilize the creative economy as a lifeline for condance. But how exactly should this be done? In the next section, we'll discuss how the creative economy could be used as the lifeline for condance through its integration into the larger culture industry. The culture industry is a theory defined by Theodor Adorno and Max Horkheimer as the commodification of cultural artifacts through its circulation in the market as standardized entities. Although the theory itself has negative cultural implications, it could still be utilized to benefit an endangered cultural artifact such as the con dance through market manipulation. By way of market manipulation, it is possible to integrate con dance into the mainstream or popular culture, which is one of the components of the culture industry. Ultimately, the main goal for con dance is its integration into popular or mainstream culture to ensure its lifeline. Furthermore, there is what I would like to call the three P's from con's integration into popular or mainstream culture. Con, through its integration into the mainstream culture of Southeast Asia, will be ensured of its lifeline. Con will be preserved, perpetuated, and protected once it becomes a mark of the Southeast Asian popular culture and a symbol of the greater Southeast Asian cultural heritage. Con will surely be preserved, perpetuated, and protected once it becomes a part of Southeast Asian popular culture because it will become an intangible part of Southeast Asian identity. Southeast Asians will develop an appreciation for con dance that will ensure its preservation, perpetuation, and protection for the benefit of the younger and future generations. Also, the benefits derived from the integration of condense into the popular culture of the region does not end with its advantages for conservation, because the culture industry offers ideological resources for the con's integration into the popular culture of Southeast Asia. To understand con's integration into popular culture as an ideological resource for Southeast Asia, it is important to examine the rise of K-pop and its roots as an ideological tool that South Korea made use of to reinvigorate its economy and establish itself as a global soft power. By way of integrating Con into the popular culture of Southeast Asia, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations could make use of it as an ideological tool to juxtapose itself into the diverse global stage of creative industries, which would strengthen its diplomatic relations with and its influence over neighboring countries and regions. The expansion of Southeast Asia's influence over its neighboring regions by using Con and its elements as an ideological tool would also be beneficial for the Southeast Asian people because Con's integration into popular culture could boost the morale of the Southeast Asians, especially the youth. Seeing a part of their cultural heritage, such as the Con dance on the global stage, would encourage Southeast Asian youth to participate in globalization by sharing their own works of art through the creative economy. This is a domino effect from the integration of Con into Southeast Asia's popular culture that will last a lifetime. Thus, the culture industry and the creative economy could be considered as the most sustainable pathways for the conservation of Con dance. In conclusion, from the results and discussion above, it could be concluded that in order to conserve Con dance, it is a must that Southeast Asians understand its elements and significance to Thai culture, utilize the creative economy for its revitalization and enrichment, and integrate it into the culture industry or popular culture of the Southeast Asian region to ensure its lifeline.
Thank you very much, Miss Princess. Indeed, it is very important that we preserve, protect, and perpetuate uh, native or traditional dances such as Kon dance for Thailand, as well as other dances all across Southeast Asia. We will learn more about that, and our audience can ask more questions later. Our second presenter for today is Mr. Ryan Kahilig, an AA alumnus who plans to enroll in the Bachelor of Education Studies or BEst program at UPOU in line with his desire to take an education degree. He is a former business management student from ARIST and as a language enthusiast currently studying Mandarin Chinese at Confucius Institute. Now let us listen to his presentation titled Der Schuhplattler as History, Influence and Identity.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Kahili, Associate in Arts, and I will be discussing you the Der Schuhplattler as history, influence, and identity. What is Schuhplattler? Many see dance as a form of entertainment. Some see it as a form of exercise. But dance can also be an identity and can provide a glimpse of our history. Schuhplattler is a traditional dance that is believed to have existed a long time ago. It survived the test of time and exists until now. The notable steps, such as the feet stomping, are still being practiced. The essence of men dancing it for women is still the context of the dance. The German traditional dance was able to draw inspiration to many notable people in history, and now become an identity to some Germans living abroad to pay honor to their roots. Germany is rich in history as well as art. Without a doubt, Germany is the greatest modern artistic nation in Europe, and also it has many things to offer. One of these is the dance that has been existing during the Neolithic time. One of Germany's folk dances is Schuhplattler, which is said to be one of the oldest dance routines and dates back to 3000 BC. However, first recorded in Bavaria around the year 1030, and the dance mainly focuses on moving the hips and legs, slapping the knees and feet, and is being done by men to impress a woman for courting. This is a perfect example of the dance, where we can see the men are jumping and stomping their feet and legs in front of the woman. And for us to appreciate the dance itself and to observe how it's being done, let's watch this short video. Now, here's the quick history and highlights of the dance. In 1838, the Russian Empress witnessed the dance and was pleased by it. The year 1858, that was said to be the start of the modern Schuhplattler, where the dance was performed to the King Maximilian II of Bavaria when he visited the Alps. French traveler Hughes Craft wrote as well about the dance in 1886 and described how it was performed. He mentioned some waltz steps being done by the girls, while the boys are doing the much harder steps such as the slapping the thighs and legs. In the late 19th century, were in the rise of the traditional costume clubs and were responsible for spreading the dance to the German communities offshore. The main goal was to preserve the old custom. The dance has been part of every program. Now, music and dance are like twins that most of the time cannot be separated. Music can be a vital instrument to make the dance more lively and connect to the audience and the performer. It can bring out the best of the dance. Just like Schuhplattler, a German folk dance, many classical musicians like Mozart, Beethoven, Chopin, and Johann Strauss composition that are based on some German folk dance. Now, I want you to listen to this example made by Beethoven, and it's inspired by the Schuhplattler. Okay, now to the modern times. It is important to know your origin. One of the things to appreciate our culture is by learning our country's folk dance. For instance, a dance troupe named Original Enzian German American Club is one of the old dance groups in America. To celebrate their recent anniversary, members gathered from young to adults to perform the Schuhplattler even in Oktoberfest. This kind of activity helped the Germans living in America to bond with one another and to experience a piece of German culture. Now, to wrap it up, dance is just one way to know our roots. It can also be the way to discover our identity and discover our history. Schuhplattler stands the test of time. Through this dance, many Germans around the world are using this traditional folk dance to celebrate anything German. That being said, dancing it is a powerful tool to discover and connect one another. Thanks for listening.
And for that very wonderful and interesting presentation. We were brought to from Thailand to Germany in about 20, sorry, in a matter of 20 minutes, and knowing about all of these dances is really a treat for all of us this afternoon. And while we wait for the Q&A portion, please do jot down your questions already. And if you have questions for our presenters. Thank you once again, Ryan, for that presentation. Let's move on to our third presenter for this afternoon. Our third presenter is Mr. Jaime Gimbao, an AA student. He works as a student assistant at the UPOU Office of Public Affairs, where he writes news articles and blogs. Now let's listen to his presentation titled The Origin and Meaning of the Hora Dance.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jaime P. Gimbao. I am here to present my paper, The Origin and Meaning of the Hora Dance. Nowadays, many people dance the Hora, a folk dance from Israel and other Balkan countries in Europe. The Israeli dance has become so popular that you can see it almost everywhere, such as in wedding scenes of movies and in real-life ceremonies and other communal gatherings. People of different ages and nationalities have been performing the most famous Jewish dance. Aside from its infectious rhythm, the Hora dance is easy to identify as it involves jumping, marching, and circling movements with the dancers interlocking their arms, making the dance festive and full of happiness. Hence, it is called the circle dance, the link dance, and the dance of happiness. Now that many people dance the Hora and fall in love with it, can we say that people, especially those who are not part nor exposed to the Jewish culture, know the origin of the dance and understand its meaning? To answer these questions, the study would like to first identify the development of the Hora dance, and second, determine the values and significance of the Hora to the people engaging in the dance. For the methodology, the study utilized data mining in gathering the needed information. Secondary data obtained from reliable and credible sources from various web pages and sites were identified, gathered, and analyzed for this paper. The word hora comes from the ancient Greek chorus, which refers to the English words chorus and choir. Aside from the Jewish, other countries which derived the names of their dance from chorus are the Balkan states such as Romania, Albania, Bulgaria, and Turkey, among others. As such, there are other equally popular and engaging versions of the hora in these countries, such as the Turkish hora, the Bulgarian horu, the Russian karavad, and the Romanian hora, to name a few. It has been said that the Jewish hora originated from the Balkans in the early 1900s. It has been documented that the Palestinian Jewish hora was introduced by a Romanian actor named Baruch Agadati, who settled in Palestine in 1910. Other accounts would tell us that the youth started the Hora dance in many countries in Europe, particularly in Hungary and Romania, to name a few. Jewish youths assembled and performed in the open-air synagogue courtyard on Saturday afternoons. The dance was wholesome, but the rabbis did not approve it, much to the disapproval from the people. Ultimately, the favorite Sunday ritual produced new songs and dances, including the Hora. Another account would say that the Hora started in Israel when it was performed by the youth and the settlers called Zionists during the organized immigrations to Palestine. Communal singing is part of the customs of the Zionists, who also danced the Hora while singing, resulting in the creation of Hora tunes. As a result, Israel has many folk songs which were written and influenced in the context of the Hora dance. Eventually, the Hora, which was started by the youth, was accepted by the adults who performed the dance in weddings and other communal gatherings. Regardless of its origin, the Hora dance arrived in Israel before it was even established as a state. Its original version is performed at whirling, breakneck pace, which means that the dance is performed extremely fast. There are accounts that dancers were lifted off the ground while dancing Hora's original version. Currently, the pacing has changed, making it more danceable and engaging. To perform this dance, the participants interlock arms behind their backs or on their shoulders, then take two running steps to the right, jumped on the left foot, at first slowly and then accelerating. At present, the arms are often held downward with simple hand holding. The meaning and significance of the Hora varies from one culture to another. For instance, the Israeli Hora is associated with happiness and is a symbol of reconstruction of the country after the Zionist movement. In Jewish weddings, when the Hora is performed, it is part of the tradition to raise the bride and the groom on their respective chairs, holding a handkerchief between them. The Romanian Hora, on the other hand, is a representation of the community. As such, the Romanian perform the Hora at weddings, relaxations, and other communal gatherings. Other researchers insist that the Romanian Hora was meant to be performed at a wedding feast and not during the dance, and at other times during the mystical event at night. For the results and discussion based on the data gathered, the Hora dance is not unique to Israel, as other countries, particularly those in the Balkan region, also perform the dance. Moreover, the Hora did not originate in Israel, but rather was introduced into the country by either a Romanian artist or through its immigrants. Regardless of its origin, everyone in the Jewish community agrees that the Hora is a dance of celebration and happiness. As such, it is a common sight in weddings and other communal gatherings. The question now is whether it is acceptable to dance the Hora if you're non-Jewish and don't know its origin and meaning. Some Jewish people don't mind it as long as it is done with respect. They also insist that the dance should be called the Hora and not the Jewish circle dance, which is popular among non-Jewish culture. Others, on the other hand, disapprove of the idea because it is like being Jewish and having a Christmas tree since you like the decorations. In other words, it is not acceptable for someone to perform the Hora without knowing and understanding its origin and significance. Some suggested leaving the Hora to the Jews. Despite the numerous disapproval, a rabbi surprisingly approves the idea for non-Jewish people to perform the dance, citing that the Hora is a dance of joy and celebration and therefore a huge compliment that people outside the Jewish religion practice the tradition. For the conclusion and recommendations, Based on the assessment and analysis of the gathered information, the Hora dance originated from the Balkan countries and found its way into the Jewish culture. It has significance to the Jewish life, particularly to their social and communal relationships. As such, it is performed during weddings, relaxations, and other festive gatherings. As part of the Jewish culture, the Hora deserves respect just like any other culture. It can be performed by other people outside the Jewish community, but with respect to its origin, meaning, and significance. That would be all. Thank you.
For that very engaging presentation. It is truly inspirational to see that there are dances that are meant to be danced to celebrate, happiness, and certainly we hope to be able to dance more dances that celebrate happiness, and especially now that we are looking into the end, or should I say, the reopening of our world from this current pandemic. Our fourth and last presenter for today is Miss Krista Marie Fama, the current project staff of the AA program. She is a graduate of BA Communication Arts from UPLB, and her interests include writing, communications, and volunteer work. Now let us listen to her presentation titled Understanding the Journey of Online Learners Amidst the Pandemic, a research she co-authored with Dr. Merites Buat.
A good day to everyone. I'm Krista Marie Alfama from the Associate in Arts Program, Faculty of Education, University of the Philippines Open University, and I will be presenting the paper, Understanding the Journey of Online Learners Amidst the Pandemic. This is a paper which I have co-authored with Dr. Merites M. Buot, professor at the Department of Human Kinetics, College of Arts and Sciences, University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Now, the COVID-19 pandemic has brought about many restrictions in various sectors of society, and in the Philippines, many lockdowns have been implemented to ensure that social distancing is guaranteed. Now, this has affected schools and forced schools with traditional face-to-face learning to shift to the online or distance mode of learning. Now, this has caused vast changes in the lives of teachers and students, and the effects of the pandemic are clearly evident in their cases. However, looking at the other side of education, where we have online and distance e-learning, for online learners, this mode of learning was nothing new. Now, in turn, we raise the question of whether they were still affected by the pandemic and its restrictions, and leads us to question and examine their individual journeys and the different factors that help them in coping with the pandemic. Now, the general objective of this study is to look into and understand how undergraduate students of UPOU were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic as online learners and how they responded to the situation this had brought about. The specific objectives of the study are as follows: to identify concepts of survival of students at the onset of the pandemic situation, to identify the different activities in order to improve their well-being, and to determine the factors affecting the learners' drive to adopt the new normal situation. Now, the methodology that was used for this study are as follows. So, for the number of respondents, we had 113 students from the PE1 course that Dr. Buot had taught. The timeline of the study, so the survey was conducted from December of 2020 to January of 2021, and the methods used were an online survey via Google Forms, descriptive statistics, and thematic analysis to look into the responses of the students and gauge how they coped with the pandemic. Now, the concepts of survival that were identified were in three groups. So first, we have time to rejuvenate. So this is in the form of resting, stop worrying, and to meditate. Physical preparation, so this is to work out, planning ahead, or preparing for the future. And last, getting back to basics, so this is to learn or relearn skills and family orientation. Now in figure 1, we have the response of students to the pandemic. So this consists of their top choices of activities that help them cope with the pandemic and the stress that they experience with this. Now as we can see in the chart, we have the top 5. So we have stop worrying, meditation, sleep, rest, eat, watch movies, work out, and make arts and crafts. Now, sleeping, resting, or eating was the most repeated choice by the respondents because in March of 2020 until the first month of 2021, several lockdowns were enforced and therefore most, if not all, were forced to stay in their homes. In case of classes being suspended and submission of requirements being adjusted, this had created the chance for our learners to take a break from their busy schedules. Now, majority of the students are also working or have their own family to take care of, and perhaps this gave them respite from the overcrowded schedules that they had. Now, as we can see, even watching movies can still be considered as the resting time. The third most repetitive choice was workout, so either in a private gym or at home. And preparing physically was just right, and going back to workout can be helpful. The next popular choice was meditating, so here we combined meditation and stop worrying. So this was done by students in order for them not to overstress themselves, and they gave their worries to their own God and really found strength in their faith. Figure number 2, duration in doing the activities. So we also asked the students how long did they engage in the activities that they said that they did. Now we saw that majority of the students did these activities for more than a year, followed by the following 2 months to 6 months, more than 6 months, a month to 2, and less than a month. Now, if the respondents were actually doing the positive activities to improve their health, so we have working out, meditation, basic skills, and learning more, for more than a year, then the path to improving personal well-being can be helped. Although on the other hand, if they did the negative activities and they are not controlled, such as watching movies, which causes lack of sleep, and by watching movies you go beyond your waking hours, well, this can cause another problem. And then we have figure number 3, so different factors influencing the new normal adoption of the learners. Now, we also asked the students what are the factors or who are the individuals that help them adopt the new normal situation. And we saw in our study that majority of the students actually chose themselves as the main factor or driving force behind their new normal adoption. This is supported by various studies that show that online and distance learners have actually gained more skills that have helped them improve their self-efficacy and develop independence in themselves. And then we also see that the result of oneself is actually followed by dependency on the family, significant others, and the church or group. Now, this can be attributed as well to the culture of collectivism in the Philippines among Filipinos, wherein loyalty, strong ties, family relations, and social relations are very much valued and help each individual cope with whatever situation they are dealing with. Now, in conclusion, this study has shown that online learners, in the context of UPOU, are still very much affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, despite already being familiar with the online and distance mode of learning. Now, we saw that the concepts of survival are as follows. So we have physical and emotional rest, physical preparation, and getting back to the basics. and the activities which help them: resting, sleeping, eating, working out, and meditation, and the factors which help them adopt the new normal situation: oneself, family, significant others, and religion. And these concepts of survival are continuously being improved upon by the students, given these ideas that they must do their best in UPOU and develop self-discipline to achieve their goals. So that will be all for today. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation, and once again, good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Krista, for that wonderful presentation. It's indeed very timely and relevant as we move forward still in this current setup, no, the pandemic, wherein there is a pandemic and everybody's concerned with the delivery of instruction at this particular point in our history. Now, that was such a remarkable set of papers, wasn't? Oh, and such a interesting and topics that we all have heard from our distinguished guests this afternoon. Thank you very much to all our presenters for sharing your insightful researches with us. Now we will have a live question and answer session. May I request our presenters to turn on their cameras, and to our participants here in Zoom, if you have any questions, feel free to send them via the Zoom chat box. And to our viewers on Facebook and YouTube, you can send these questions via the live chat. Now, nandito na ba yung ating apat na speakers? Hello, good afternoon. Krista, Jaime, ayan, tayong tatlo lang ata. So just the three of us in this afternoon. Do we have questions from our participants sa ating Zoom session? Princess is also here. Jaime, Krista. Ayan, so apat na kami. Okay, so sige, let's start the ball rolling and ask away our questions to our speakers this afternoon. I'll start with Krista na lang. So I'll
Yes
start
po.
with the first question.
Good afternoon po.
Good afternoon. What would be in your study? It's very interesting, no? Because we need those kinds of studies in order for us teachers and educators to know more about how students combat or face the challenges of this pandemic in terms of learning. What do you suggest, no, that we teachers do in order for us to aid or help our students better?
Thank you, Dr. Flores, for that question, and thank you everyone for listening. In response to that question, sir, I think it's important for our educators, our professors, lecturers to extend compassion, especially during this time, and understanding, and of course, open lines of communication, because we don't know what goes on behind in UPOU. We don't know what each student's life is like. So it's always important to extend kindness and to be considerate. But of course, we also have to set our standards, keep our standards where they are when we extend compassion and kindness. And having said that, when it comes to perhaps the around about deadlines and what about yung ano ba ito, yung deadlines and emergency cases, I think it's important to really listen first to our students as FICs, and also to make sure that when we do extend, let's say we extend deadlines or we allow for submissions to be submitted at a later date, it's still important to make sure that when we check the submissions of our students, that they're still at par with what standards or rubrics we have set. And may I just share, because I'm currently a shooter of Com2, and under Ma'am Luan's tutelage, she always stands by that we should extend deadlines, we should be considerate, but of course, keep our standards where they are for the course. So thank you very much, Dr. Flores.
Yes, because we are guided by the standards that we have imposed, that we have predetermined for our students. Now, I'd like to piggyback on this topic. So, mamaya ko na itanong yung isa. But from Earl Pimentel, for Krista pa din, do you
Opo.
think there is a correlation now between the pandemic situation and the spike in the number of enrollees?
Most definitely po, sir. And allow me to answer this also as a project staff of the Associate in Arts program. Based on what we have observed, this past period where the pandemic really it came to us, and we saw that during specific trimesters, namely during the academic year 2020 to 2021, and even this academic year, that our enrollees, our applicants and enrollees have gone up, and we can really attribute that to our situation right now, because given that we had limitations, or we didn't observe face-to-face classes anymore, so most of our students really opted to shift to online and distance education, and also for their convenience and their safety and their health. And we also noticed that since we have lots of working students and students with other priorities, responsibilities, they really came to UPOU at this time because they know that UPOU can help them achieve their academic goals while they still are pursuing whatever work responsibilities or personal responsibilities they have. So, uh, in summary, to answer Mr. Pimentel's question, yes, there is a direct correlation that we have observed, because this pandemic has really shown that here at UPOU, so the students can come in, you can learn, you can attend your classes, have your courses, um, whether you're at home or wherever place you are, because you don't have to go to face classes. And at the end of the road, once you graduate, you can attain your goal of having a degree. And with this setup, we can really see how UPOU helps and continues to help our students, given their different demographics and the current situation.
Indeed, the current situation has really informed or catapulted distance learning and remote learning
Yes,
into
yes,
a new
ma'am.
level. No, people discovered that pwede pala tayong mag-aral. No, and we also have seen that Ginax na post ko na, no. We also have seen that in graduate school. There
Opo.
was a spike in the number of enrollees. It's primarily because even though you're working, pwede kang mag-aral.
Yes po.
So let's go with another question for naman to, for this is for Jaime. So there's one question here from Enrico Feria. So how did you get into researching about Hora dance? No? So, paano
Yes.
mo siya na-discover?
So actually, before it was a requirement for our Arts 10 course. So sa mga mag-Arts 10 dyan, you will get into research. Pero before, I was really interested with the dance now. So kasi I kept on seeing these dances sa movies especially. So I got interested. Sabi ko, ano to? Bakit laging maraming sumasayaw nito? And what was the dance all about? So yun, so I had the opportunity to conduct a formal research through our Arts 10 course, of course, under the supervision of Dr. Buo. Thank you so much for that. So tinuruan niya kami kung how to go about it. And then one interesting thing about our research, because it was conducted during the pandemic, so we did it through data mining. So we made use of first-hand research, and then based from those researches, information, we analyzed the information, and we come up with our own discussion or research paper. So that is how I got into this research.
And hopefully, matuloy-tuloy mo na yung research on the different dances.
Yes, and even this dance, Dr. Flores. So hopefully I get to interview actual or people who involved in this dance from different cultures, hopefully after the pandemic. So I hope I can do more research on this topic in the future.
It just crossed my mind just now because the other dance that was presented, what was that? Ni Ryan also had the similar circular formation. I don't
Yes,
know if that's a thing in Europe. Is that something that is really
um,
popular in European dances? Yung
I
dances sila.
I think so, Dr. Flores. That is what I've observed as well. But based on the horror dance, it originated from the Balkan countries, which are European countries actually. So there is for sure a correlation between those dances. And as you can see, there's jumping, circling, movements, basically the same steps, the same dance steps. So, and for that, we need further research. Maybe future arts 10 students can do further research as well with other dances.
Yeah, so that opens up a new avenue of researching. Before I ask Princess my question, the hand of Dr. Buat is raised, ma'am.
Hi. Okay, in addition to what Jaime has mentioned, that in relation to your question, like you have noticed that the circular movement, circular formation, that's true. In folk dances, we always have that. If you go back, if we bring the folk dance studies into our own Philippine folk dance, there are always circular movements, especially our tribal dances. Kasi yung mga folk dance natin that originated from Spain, medyo ano na yan ha, medyo may variation na. So if we use our own folk dance, like our own real ethnic dances, so you go to the mountain province, you also notice that circular movement, circular formation, and yes, they have this kind of having the center of attraction. Like in the case of German, it was the boy, no? It was the gentleman that should be shown, diba? Yung napapansin nyo kanina, yung kay Ryan. Now, in the case of Jaime, for his work on the horror dance, so it's still again the celebration. And if we come back to our own mountain province dances, diba? Sa Benguet, sa Ifugao, sa Kalinga, ang dami doon. And we are also showcasing the supremacy of male. So parang papasok doon yung ano ba, nasaan ba yung feminine side? Nandoon din siya. But then during courtship kasi po, the case of Jaime and Ryan, and yeah, Princess has a different take there, but in the case of Jaime and Ryan, they're more on the concentration on focusing on the love aspect. So if we use that, we always have, I don't know, pwede sigurong balikan ito, no, sa when we go to other papers like, bakit nga ba? The supremacy of male is very important. Well, for me, in fact, I could understand with the mountain province because of the male also would like to give protection. So you know this blanket dance, diba? Yeah. Yung high school, elementary kayo, nagsasayaw kayo. The blanket is symbolism of the man is preparing to protect the woman. Yeah.
Ma'am, there's a follow-up question. That buti you're here with us. Does it relate to the dance as being ritual, no? Ritualistic, or are also rituals are also done in a circular form?
Yeah. Ritual siya talaga, no? Ritual naman talaga when we go to the tribal dances. Yung culture being part, yung practices nila being part of the family, yes, being part of the community. So nagiging ritual na siya, no? Di ba? Pero yung pag sinasabi nating ritual kasi ito yung sinusunod nila. Okay? Yes. So the ritual there, yung step 1, step 2 may vary. So kung ano yung tradition, ano yung practice ngayon. So in this case, so ano lang tayo dito, focus lang tayo doon sa love, courtship. Diba? So yung supremacy at saka yung, if we look at the ritualistic form, so yung pag sinasabi ni Lexter na ritual baga ito, when it becomes the practice. So may nagiging ritual sila. Pero we have to look at the dance not because it's a worship dance. So different na aspect din yun. So when we talk about some, like, kasi nga, di ba, we have this concept that if it's a ritual dance, it pertains to worship. It pertains to yung magdidiwata, so different na yung aspeto na yon. But when it comes to yung courtship dance nila, it is a community dance nila eh. Community dance lang, parang let's come and join us. Tapos yung paikot-ikot sila, you follow the leader. Ganun ang Mountain Province natin, di ba? I'm sure O'Neill has danced this while he was in the elementary and high school. So, and most of you also. Lalo na yung mga teacher's pet, no? Madaling pagsiyawin agad. Okay? So, did I answer your question, Lex?
I think so, ma'am. And it really highlights yung pagiging community, na yung mga activities nito. It also goes with with songs, no? Not just dances but also songs. Jaime, you still have something to add?
Yes, just to add, by the way. So based on my research, the Hora dance does not involve any rituals at all. It was really for celebration. In fact, it started from the youth singing and dancing outside the synagogues, and from there, it blew into something celebratory, circle dance, so to speak. So it does not involve with rituals. Unlike in some of our dances here, tribal dance, they started from rituals. So I think that's the difference. Or maybe I should do further research if it has something to do with rituals as well. But so far, wala pong siyang relation sa rituals.
Yeah. Sabi nga ni Marceline sa ating chat section, I think, sabi niya, she thinks that circle dance or chain dance is a style of social dance or community dance, especially in Sahara. And there's also one community singing style in Europe called the madrigal singing style. Very group yan eh. So later na yon sa next forum na yon, music
next
naman.
2 days naman mag-research niyan, Ma'am Tess.
Kasi bilang singer po tayo. But I'd like to ask, there's a question, no? Since we're talking about communities and dito sa Southeast Asia, alam naman natin, magkakatabi tayo ng Indonesia, Malaysia, and you see a glimpse of similarities between and amongst our dances. I think that's the same question that Mr. Aceron had posted in our chat. Sabi niya, is the Pangalay dance of Sulu, yan, nasayaw ko yun din dati, no? Have influence from Con dance of Thai. So, Princess.
Wow.
Audible po ako?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Hindi ko naman po na-touch yung topic ng Pangalay dance of Sulu, but I think there's correlation between Pangalay and Con dance kasi kaya ko nga po pinili yung Con dance kasi showcase niya yung larger Southeast Asian heritage. So, I think may relation sila kasi yung fingernail dance from Pangalay dance, nakikita rin natin sa Con dance. At saka yung culture naman kasi natin is, it's flowing eh. Kumbaga, nagdadaan sa buong Southeast Asia. So, siguro nakuha natin sa kanila. Ganun po.
They may be diverse but medyo magkakamukha talaga, no? Nakikita mo yung...
Yes, may variation po pero there's a difference.
There's a difference. But I'd like to ask you a question that struck me kasi you told us a while ago that that one way for us to preserve, protect, perpetuate, and preserve our traditional dances is to popularize them. No?
Yes.
Which is a cultural industry through, and in your research, have you seen the Con dance of the Thais being popularized on mainstream media? Meron bang the first thing that came to my mind was yung mga groups sa TV. Baka meron silang mga dance step na very traditional or or hango or inspired by the Con dances.
Wala pa naman po akong na-encounter na yung talagang mainstream, yung tipong nasa TikTok po or YouTube or for funsies. Kasi parang yung Con dance po, parang sobrang, yung sobrang revered na dance sa Thailand. So parang may gatekeeping na nangyayari kung saan accessible lang siya mostly sa mga elite, ganon. Tapos yung required man po siya sa mga Thai students, parang nga pong nagiging out of touch kasi
may pagka-reverence na nangyayari. So, hindi po siya nagiging mainstream na talagang mainstream lang po.
Kasi there are certain norms then that have to be observed, because especially if the dance or the art is medyo sacred po niya. For example, sacred or ganyan. Yun. Do you have other questions from our participants? Alam ko madami pa kayong gustong malaman, and there's so many things that we can learn about the different arts and culture, dances, songs, and even yung effect ng pandemic sa ating online learning. And I'm very excited for the AA program in pursuing all of these different researches and initiatives, and hopefully we can get to see, hear, feel, and probably in the future taste, kasi yung culinary arts, pwede rin siya, the different arts ng ating region, ng ating bansa, and of course, the world. We have now reached the end of our Q&A session with our 4 presenters, and Dr. Buot is also with us. We'd like to thank everyone for your active participation. We hope that you have truly learned a lot from our research conversation today. Marami pong salamat, and I turn the virtual floor over to Krista. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Flores, for moderating our research conversation. And a huge thank you to all of our presenters, to Dr. Buot, and the participants for sharing your wonderful insights and questions. And now, before moving on to our next part, I would just like to acknowledge the presence of some very valuable individuals to the AA program. And so we would like to acknowledge the presence, of course, of Dean Ricardo Bagarinao and Ms. Rona Marie Verenia of the Faculty of Education. We would also like to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Maria Jovita Zarate and Professor Marife Rebutar Macuera, who are AAFICs. And we also have a special guest, professor from UPLB, Dr. Inocencio Buot Jr. And we would also like to acknowledge the presence of our AA graduates. So we have Mr. Antonio Chavez, Ms. Maria Shara Michael Oliquino, Ms. Cherilyn Cada, and Mr. Ryan Kahilig. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today, and we really appreciate your time and participation this afternoon. And now, for the exciting part, one of the exciting parts of our program, may I call on Jaime to announce our first batch of winners of cash prizes. Jaime.
Yes, thank you, Krista. So welcome everyone. So this will be our this is the part where you just need to wait to win the prize. Okay, sorry, I thought I was offline. So Enrico, so we will have our digital ruleta. You just need to wait there. As long as you registered a while ago, you are part of the contest. So let's have our first winner. Enrico, go. All right, so hintayin natin, guys. And our first winner, Lerold. Hello, congratulations. You won 300 pesos cash prize. It will be sent to your GCash account. So we'll coordinate later with you. Thank you. Our next winner, Enrico, please. Yes, you can remove Lerold now. Our next winner is Maria Adelfa Gomez. Congratulations. You won 300 pesos worth of GCash. Now, next winner, please.
Jaime,
Yes, ma'am.
hindi ba natin dito check kung andito sila? Baka kanina lang. Oh.
All right, so our next winner is Ramel Aceron. Ramel, are you here?
Mamaya yung apat mo na winners sa spotlight natin.
Ayan, Ramel is here. Thank you, Ramel. You won 300 pesos. We will coordinate with you later. We will send the prize through GCash. Congratulations, our next winner.
GCash naman. Okay, Lester.
Last.
Our next winner is...
I-donate ko na lang.
Woo!
I-donate ko na lang.
Huwag na yan si Alphonse. Marami na yung marami nang win
Thank you
si
po.
Alphonse.
Winner is Alphonse Memstane. Congratulations. So that would be our first batch of winners. There are still more to go. So please
Congrats!
tune in for more.
Dami,
Congratulations. Parang TV show lang. Congratulations, guys. See you next
Spotlight
time.
natin yung apat kasi nga ma-audit tayo. Baka wala sila dito.
Oo.
We have Leyrod.
Leyrod.
Yes po, hello po. Thank you po.
Then we have yung isa natin.
Ramel.
Maria Adelpha.
Maria Adelpha Gomez.
Gomez.
Adelpha, where are you?
Hello, Maria.
Open
Congratulations.
Alphonse, and of course, andyan si
Opo.
Ramel. Yeah.
Ramel.
Napaka-loyal ng batang to sa atin. Alphonse, pwede nang hindi si Alphonse.
Yung sa akin po, donate ko na lang.
2,000 na yan dati. Okay, Ramel, thank you. How is Japan?
Okay lang po. Yung price ko po, i-donate ko na lang.
Wow.
Pangkape namin.
Kaya po, kasi wala rin namang way na maklaim ko. Maganda i-donate lang sa effort natin for effort natin para sa pag-fight sa COVID like that. Ganon.
Sige, noted na lang kay Krista. Thank you, Ramel.
Meron pala tayong DTI representative who's monitoring our game. So Arlene, thank you so much. All right, let's to Krista. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jaime, for moderating our first raffle draw. So we will be having more later. So thank you, everyone, and congratulations once again to our winners. And now let us move on to the next part of this event, the Performance Showcase, which will be hosted by two very active AA students who have truly contributed so much to the initiatives and events of the AA program. Everyone, Mr. Jaime Gimbao and Ms. Arlene Mendiola Acol.
Thank you, Krista. Ako pala yun. Ako pa pala din yun. Sorry. Yes. Thank you. Welcome, everyone, to our show, Performance Showcase. Arlene?
Salamat, Krista, and hello, everyone.
So, this is the part where we will witness the talent and artistry of some of our classmates from the Associate in Arts program.
Tama yan, Jaime. The Performance Showcase highlights the AA students' skill and passion for singing, dancing, and other forms of performance arts. This also serves as an avenue for the students to share their sentiments and express themselves through the lens of the arts and the humanities.
I couldn't agree more, Arlene. So to start the ball rolling, let's all enjoy this rare performance. Commit another remarkable virtual event, the AA Digital Humanities Forum.
Yes, Jaime. Everyone, dancing to Kylie Minogue's Where Does the DJ Go? Let's welcome your fellow AA classmates Mervic De Mello, Ryan Kahilig, Phoebe May Apostol, Jaime Gimbao, and yours truly, Arlene Mendiola Acol, together with the AA program chair herself, Dr. Merites Buot.
Yes!
Looking so lovely.
Ano yung muntik tayo nagkasabay, Arlene?
Isang oras lang kasi yung practice namin. Pasensya na.
What a performance. So we hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did.
We hope you appreciated our efforts in familiarizing the steps, rehearsing the dance, and recording the performance.
So to add, dancing is not just about executing the steps perfectly nor having the most flexible body, by the way, but rather it is a way of expressing yourself.
That's right, Jaime. In fact, one of the reasons why we dance is for us to express and communicate our emotions. So go ahead and, like us, dance.
Well said, Arlene. So we would like to acknowledge, by the way, Miss Mervic De Mello for aiding the steps and choreography of the dance.
Thank you so much, Merv. And Merv, by the way, is an offshore student and a Zumba dance enthusiast.
And we would also like to thank Mr. Enrico Feria and Ms. Therese Anvertusio for editing the dance and making us look like we know how to dance.
Thank you, Elle and Therese.
So for our next performer, he will be serenading us with his heartfelt rendition of the beautiful ballad Ikaw at Ako.
The song was popularized by Moira de la Torre, and now let's hear this special cover by our AA classmate. Everyone, may we present to you Mr. Jetor John Subrado.
Sabi nila, balang araw darating ang iyong tanging hinihiling. At nung dumating ang aking panalangin ay hindi na maikukli. Ang pag-asang nahanap ko sa iyong mga mata at ang takot kong sakali mang ika'y mawawala. At ngayon, andyan ka na, di mapaliwanag ang nadarama. Handa ako sa walang hanggan, di pa aasahin, di ka sasaktan. Mula noon hanggang ngayon, ikaw at ako. Ikaw at ako. At sa wakas ay nahanap ko na rin ang aking tanging hinihiling. Pangako sa'yo na ika'y uunahin at hindi na itatanggi. Ang tadhanang nahanap ko sa iyong pagmamahal ang dudulot sa pag-ibig natin na magtatagal. At ngayon, nandyan ka na, di mapaliwanag ang nadarama. Handa ako sa walang hanggan, di pa aasahin, di ka sasaktan. Wala noon hanggang ngayon ikaw at ako. Ikaw at ako. At ngayon, nandito na, palaging hahawakan iyong mga kamay. Di ka na mag-isa sa hirap at ginhawa, ay iibigin ka. Wala noon hanggang ngayon, mula ngayon hanggang dulo, ikaw at ako.
And
Nakaka-in love.
yes, so Jetar, nandyan ka ba? Gusto mo mag-hi?
Yes, hello everyone. Good afternoon.
Hi, si Jetar. So, para kanino ba yung kantang yun, Jetar? Hindi naman siguro para sa akin yun, ano?
It's for everyone naman.
Oh, ang galing-galing naman. Do you really sing? I mean, meron ka bang experience singing professionally or?
Loko talaga to si El.
Actually, no, I can't say that I am a professional singer, but yeah, but I do have an involvement in our ministry, church ministry. So I am a praise and worship leader, but I don't see myself joining any contest at all. But singing is my passion. That's it.
Oh, ang galing-galing.
Very nice. Jetar, may nagpapatanong, asking for a friend. Single ka raw ba?
No, I'm in a relationship with the Lord. Yeah, but yeah, I'm still single.
Oh, ayan.
Negotiable. Man-negotiate naman yun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jetar. And for sharing, sana join
Ay,
ka
may-
ulit sa ating mga shows pa.
Ay, ang galing ni Jetar na may papikit-pikit pa sa mata, di ba? Medyo mahirap yung pagpikit-pikit.
Oh.
yung ano doon. Thank you, Jetar. Thank you for sharing that to us.
So, moving on. Now, let's move on to our next performer. He will be giving us the unique rendition of the song Lonesome Town, composed by Baker Knight and sung by Ricky Nelson.
We are about to experience a different take on the song as it will be performed through a simple a cappella arrangement. Everyone, a virtual round of applause for Mr. Christian Bukal.
There's a place where lovers go to cry their troubles away. They call it Lonesome Town, where the broken hearts stay. You can buy a dream to last through all the years, and the only price you pay is a heart full of tears. and the broken hearts stay. Going down to lonesome town to cry my troubles away. In the town of broken dreams, the streets are filled with regret. Maybe down in lonesome town, I can learn to forget. Maybe down in lonesome town, I can learn to forget. Learn to forget.
Sobrang talented talaga ng mga AA student, Arlene.
True, totoo yan, Jaime.
Nandyan ba si Chris?
Mana-mana lang yan.
Oo nga, Doc. Ate, Ma'am Tess, salamat talaga. Nandyan ba si Christian? Pwede ba naming
He
kausap
can, he's here, pero he can turn on daw his camera.
It's okay. Magsalita lang si Christian, okay lang. Christian, kumusta na?
Baka busy.
Sige ba, mukhang busy siguro si Christian. But thank you so much, Christian, ha?
Yes.
Tapos, marami sana kaming itanong. Anyway. So, our next stop, by the way, is a dance interpretation of the song To Your Senses. Yes, ma'am. This is performed by Vanessa Hatchet. Yes, ma'am.
biglang nag-mellow din yung boses mo. Napakinggan mo lang si Christian.
Very soothing din siya. Alam mo, ang next na show natin, AA Got Talent ang title. Tapos, meron tayong mga singers doon. Yan si
nandiyan naman Dr. Bagarinaw eh.
Yan si Doc Flores, number 1 yan, kasali. Tapos, Jetta, nakakontrata ka na. Christian, nakakontrata na kayong lahat. Marami pang makakontrata dito. Tapos, wag mo na i-expect ako na, kahit pilitin niyo po ako, hindi po ako sasayaw. Kasi, muntik na kami nagkakasabay. Di ba kayo na, Arlene? Muntik ba tayo nagkakasabay?
Mag-host
or
na
may
lang
mali
po
yung
ulit
kanta? May mali yan.
Yung editor.
Ang may mali. Hindi siya sinabay yung pag-edit, di ba? Enrico, dapat sinabay mo yung pag-edit. Oo. Ikaw naman, ang usapan natin yung mamukha kaming marunong sumayaw. Ano ba yun? Anyway. Eto na. So, this is, again, basahin ko ulit yung script. May script kami, guys. May script writer kami. Next stop is a dance interpretation of the song Come to Your Senses, performed by Vanessa Hutchins and Alexandra Ship. Arlene, next line.
The song is taken from the movie Tick, Tick, Boom. Yes, that's the title of the movie which starred Andrew Garfield. Yes, Spider-Man. My AA classmates, let's give it up for Miss Sofia Opulencia.
You're on the air. I'm underground. Signals fading, can't be found. I finally open up. For you, I would do anything. But you've turned off the volume just when I've begun to sing. Come to your senses, defenses are not the way to go, and you know, or at least you knew. Can't you recall when this all began? It was only you and me. So I put on a show. Love is passé in this day and age. How can we expect it to grow? You as the night, me as the queen. All I've got tonight is static on a screen. Come to your senses, suspense is fine. If you're just that empty image emanating out of the screen, baby, be real, you can feel again. You don't need a music box melody to know what I mean. Deep in my eyes, what do you see? Deep in my sighs, listen to me. Let the music commence from inside. Not only one sense, but use all five. Come to your senses. Come to your senses. Come to your senses. Come to your senses. To your senses. Baby, come back
Naman si Via.
Great
Talagang dance.
performance.
Yes, talagang isa sa mga natutunan ko sa Arts 10 that dance is really an expression of oneself. You don't need to make sabay-sabay. Nakita mo yun sa performance natin kay na Arlene. As long as we were able to express ourselves, hindi na kailangan sabay-sabay or flexible ang katawan or do the latest steps, di ba? At least, niluso tayo doon.
Justification.
Yes.
Justification. Diba sabi ko nga, after 1 minute ng practice natin, sabi ko parang naglalaba lang ako nito ah.
Oo. Pero again, ma'am, ang may kasalanan doon yung editor kasi kaya naman sana magsabay-sabay. Ayan, tuloy, muntik na tuloy tayong nagkakasabay-sabay doon.
Yes.
Muntik na.
Right.
Is Sophia here?
Sophia, thank you. If you want to say something, baka pwede ka chika. Hello!
Ito, Sophia.
Hello. Akala ko nadidinig.
Hindi, compared mo naman yun sa ginawa.
Alam mo, dance. Sophia, alam mo ba sa dahil sa dance na nakita mo, na ginawa mo, napa-research tuloy ako kung ano yung come to my senses. Ang ganda ng song at ang ganda mo, talagang yung meaning ng song because of your interpretation. Lagi, marami ka bang mga inspiration mo pala sa dance mo? How did you decide to dance to?
Ano kasi, nung bata po ako, nag-ballet po ako sa US. And then, nung bumalik na po kami sa Pilipinas, parang lagi na lang ako nag-join sa performing arts, yung mga clubs, from singing to dance, acting, backstage, so on and so forth. Tapos parang na-expose po ako sa theater, sa school, pati yun outside of school. So, ayun. Yun lang.
Wow, thank you. Ang galing naman. So, narinig ko singing and dancing. So next time you're going to sing na naman. Meron tayong another show. Kukontrata ka na namin. Ngayon na. Okay? But thank you so much for sharing your...
Thank you, Sophia. That was a very beautiful performance talaga. And now, our next number is another dance performance, but from a different dance genre.
Yes, our last attend. All right. Our next performer will showcase her dancing prowess in the hip-hop genre.
Everyone, make some noise for Miss Rose Ann Remoto.
a lot. Turn up 12 swat, busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn field, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been trapping like the A.
Holy sh! Where'd you find this?
Damn field.
Wake up with your girlfriend. Yeah, yeah, 'cause I'm bored. You can hit it in the morning. Yeah, yeah, like it's yours. I know it ain't right, but I don't care. Okay. Wake up with your girlfriend.
DJ Labs.
It's good time, she said she love it. She wanna give it to me out the door. This girl fuck me like she know. She backed it up, then she tipped the hotel.
Where my bad bitches at? Where my bad bitches at? Where my bad bitches at? Bad bitches at? Where my bad bitches at? Bad bitches at? Where my bad bitches at? Where my bad bitches at? Where my bad.
Bad man, we not take pissing up. 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 Yes, we not set for no gal pissing up. Cocky wiggy gal, we not push lipping up. Left the open and text sticking up. Shot, yeah we boss, we not fling foot in up. Bad man face no gal can't poop in up. Gala for ya, gala for ya, gala for ya, gala for ya, gala for open and text cooking up. Yeah, give me what, round no comfy in up. Left you in a bush that comfy in up. Where we have a car, make yellow tape draw. Where we drink before we kill you rum for in up. Yeah, the body set up people.
Oh my God, I'm speechless. Ang galing naman nun. Rose, ginulat mo naman kami. Sabi sa script ko, such an electrifying performance. Pero it's more than that. Diba, Arlene?
That's right. Para siyang international talent show. And kasama ni Rose Ann, si Aaron Valencia. Tama ba yun?
Rose
Am I
Ann,
right?
ba?
Yes, Rose Ann.
Hello po.
Hello. So,
That was you and Aaron Valencia. Is that right?
Yes po.
Yes. Wow. Very good.
Oh, anong background mo, Rose? Meron ka bang professional training or do you join competitions? Share mo naman, paano ka naman natuto and how did you get involved in this? Tsaka yung video mo parang daming tanong, sige, yun muna.
Nag-start na po akong magsayaw 5 years ago na po, since high school po. Pero po si Aaron, magkakilala na po kami din since high school and nauna po siya maging dancer sa akin. Tapos, naging magka-grupo lang po kami nung nag-senior high school. Doon lang po kami naging magka-close. Then, nakasayaw na po ako sa mga local and international contest like a Philippine Dance Cup po and yung mga inter-school dance competitions po ng mga schools namin dati ni Aaron. And also, yung pinaka-dream ko, isa sa mga dreams kong masayawan, which is yung World Supremacy Battlegrounds po and World of Dance, PH po sa nung 2018. Tapos, ayun po.
Galing naman.
Galing.
Oo, tapos ang video nyo, very professional. It was done professionally. Parang, sino bang cinematographer nun at ang ganda-ganda din?
Choreographer.
Ano po siya, student from UP din. Boyfriend.
Okay. Talagang OMG talaga yung reaction ko sa dance nyo. Tapos, nasan si Aaron? Tama ba, Aaron? Asking for a friend, Aaron. And this is part of my thesis project, thesis question. All right, thank you, Arlene. May question ka ba?
Rose Ann, may chance pa ba kami ni Jaime na makasayaw ng gano'n?
Hindi, yung kahit magsabay lang, may chance bang magkasabay kami? Yeah.
Oo naman po. Lahat naman po nadadaan sa training.
Okay. Ma'am Tess, mayroon ka bang question kay Rose Ann aside from ikontrata mo siya sa another dance project?
Oo nga. Next time, yeah. Yeah, pwede pala tayong mag-offer ng workshop sa dance, diba? Tapos we'll have different talents from the A program. Yung sabi ni Miss Rona, ayun na naman ako, daming plano natin dapat, ang gusto nating gawin. Anyway, tama yung sinabi ni Rosa na it's a matter of practice. Na hindi lang isang oras ating gawin yun next time, okay? More than 1 hour. Thank you so much, Rosa.
Thank you
Rosa.
so much. Oh my God. So our next guest, sabi nga nila, save the best for last. So, professor from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, who happens to be a great singer. He is also the faculty in charge. Ako ko nang sabihin to para hindi kayo magkaroon ng idea. Sige, Arlene, next line.
He is one of the experts and multi-awarded professors, especially in the field of biology and biotechnology. So no pressure, among others. Let's all welcome Dr. Ronilo Jose Flores.
Tinanong mo sa'kin kung ano ang gusto ko upang mapaligaya ang aking Pasko. Bakit mo pa kaya kailangang sabihin sa'kin yan? Para naman kasing hindi mo pa alam. Ang aking araw-araw ay iyon ang iniba. Mula pa nung ikaw ay aking makilala. Pinasayaw ang ikot ng aking munting mundo. Binigyan ng dahilan ng bawat oras at minuto. Ang bawat kong pangarap iyong pinalitan. Binigyan ako ng lakas, tsaka at tapang na harapin ang bawat tanong at pag-aalinlangan. Dahil alam kong ikaw ay katabi ko lamang. At sa tuwing pagsikat at paglubog ng araw, nagsisimula at nagwawakas sa salitang ikaw. Kaya't wag mo nang itanong kung ano ba sa akin ay kulang. Dahil bawat araw kasama ka ay Paskong walang hanggan. Pangarap iyong pinalitan. Binigyan ako ng lakas, tsaka at tapang na harapin ang bawat tanong at pag-aalinlangan. Dahil alam kong ikaw ikaw ay katabi ko lamang. At sa tuwing pagsikat at paglubog ng araw, nagsisimula at magwawakas sa salitang ikaw. Kaya't huwag mo nang itanong kung ano ba sa akin ay kulang. Dahil bawat araw kasama ka ay Paskong walang hanggan. Kaya't huwag mo nang itanong kung ano ba sa akin ay kulang. Dahil bawat araw kasama ka ay Paskong walang hanggan. Walang hanggan.
Oh my God, Doc Flores, wala namang ganyan na nakakaiyak naman. But thank you so much. That was very heartfelt talaga. Arlene, di ba?
Sana all may kasamang walang hanggan.
Oo. Doc Flores, maraming salamat. Ma'am Tess,
Ano?
pinaiyak niya.
Sir Flores, are you still here? Right? Yan.
Po.
Neil.
Oo. Sino bang kumanta niyan, Doc Flores? Kayo ba? Original niyo ba yan?
Hindi, ano to?
Ang galing-galing naman.
Ryan Cayabyab.
Wow.
Sung by Jed Madel.
Ang ganda.
Parang kanta niyo talaga, Doc. Pero nasad ako kasi ang napaka-emotional ng song. Ang galing ng performance niyo talaga, Doc. Nahugulat naman ako sa show na to. But natameme. Buti na may script tayo, Arlene, at meron tayong pwedeng basahin. Pag wala na tayong masabi. Maraming salamat. Buti na na-prepared. Oo. Thank you, Doc Flores. Oh my gosh. So ano nang babasahin ko dito, Arlene? Pwede mong pakibasa na lang? Parang wala ako. Nasaan na ba to? Okay. So, ayan na, salamat. So mag-thank you na tayo. So thank you so much. That ends our performance showcase pa lang natapos, guys. Marami pa. There's more to come. And yung mga pa-premyo natin, di ba? Meron tayong our jackpot winner later. So Arlene, ikaw na.
Well, thank you to all of our performers. Such beautiful and breathtaking performances from our fellow AA students and professors. Indeed, what we have witnessed here today is proof that the AA student community is filled with creativity and passion for the arts and humanities. Now, let's welcome back Krista.
Thank you very much, Jaime and Arlene, for hosting our performance showcase, and a huge thank you to all of our talents. And grabe talaga ang AA community. We all have so many different talents, and it's so wonderful, and we are so thankful that we got to witness these amazing performances today. And thank you po sa pagpayag na we can share these during our event. And now we would also like to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Maria Milagros Laurel, who is an FIC under the AA program and is currently teaching the course N12. So hello, Dr. Laurel, and welcome po to our program. Now, we will announce the second batch of winners of cash prizes, and select 4 winners once again who will each receive a cash prize of 300 pesos via GCash. Now, our 4 winners will be chosen at random, again, via our digital roulette, which you can see right now. So, Enrico, please spin that roulette. Okay. Who is our lucky winner for the first cash prize for round 2? Drum roll, please. Let us see who will win. And we have Maya Maureen B. Tahan. All right. So are you here? Are you here, Miss Tahan? Okay. Okay, if you are here, you can also chat that you are present just for transparency and auditing
Yes.
purposes. Yes, and then we have the next winner, please, Enrico. Yeah, Miss Tahan is around. Thank you, and we will be coordinating with you regarding your cash prize. Okay, who is next? Who is next? Let us see. Oh, and we have Federico Caspe for the second winner. So is Federico around? Okay, if you are also around, you can also chat via the Zoom chat uh, to prove that you are here. Oh, yes. Hello, you're here. And now we have the third round, please, Enrico. Thank you. So spin that wheel. Who will win 300 pesos worth of GCash? Let us see. Let us see. So we already have two winners. Two more. Oh, we have Christian Gidote for our third winner. Okay, are you around, Miss Gidote? If you are around, you can speak or you can chat via the Zoom chat box. All right, and for our last winner. All right, Enrico, spin that wheel. Let's see who will win 300 pesos for round two. Who is lucky? Oh, Ryan! Ryan! Congratulations today for two different reasons for your
Yata si
graduation.
Ryan.
Oh, ma'am, I think he was with us a while ago sa ating Zoom.
So you have to chat Ryan if you're still with us. Anyway, I think wala si
Okay.
Ryan. So you can have another win. Oh, unstable na ang net niya, Chris. But anyway, yeah, we can add one kasi ano naman si Ryan. Alam na natin ang ano niya. So let's have the fourth one.
Okay, so we
Get it,
shall have
Ryan.
a respin. Let's go, Enrico. Let's see who will
Yes,
be our...
yes. Oh.
Oh, Rose Ann Remoto! Congratulations! Yes! Congratulations if you were... Well, we know that you are here, so congratulations. And for all of our winners, we will be contacting you in order for you to receive your cash prizes. So thank you, everyone, and please look forward to the next round later on. Okay, so again, congratulations to our winners. And now we have reached the end of the first part of our AA Digital Humanities Forum. So yes, while time really flew by, we were enjoying the different research outputs and the many amazing performances that we had for this event. So grabe, it's already 3:15 and we are very thankful that everybody came together today to have this wonderful event. So thank you very much to our guest speakers, guest moderator, Dr. Flores, our presenters, performers, event team, and all our participants for making this event a success. At this point, we would like to remind everyone to kindly accomplish and submit the evaluation form for our research conversation and performance showcase today, the link to which is flashed on your screens as a scannable QR code and sent via the Zoom chat box. Once you have submitted this, your e-certificate of participation will be sent to your provided email address. So please be sure to input your updated and active email address. Now, to all of our viewers on Facebook and YouTube, yes, we acknowledge your presence and we thank you for tuning in today to the Digital Humanities Forum. Thank you for joining us today. And to receive your e-certificate of participation for this event, kindly accomplish and submit our evaluation form, the link to which we will post as a comment under the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. We truly appreciate your time and your participation, and we hope to see you in future events of the AA program.